So what happened to Paresh? There is mystery surrounding his death. The BJP is clear that he was murdered. However, the Karnataka government has put out a very strange statement, which is a questionnaire, a question and answer sequence, but not the actual post-mortem of Paresh. So does this document hide more than it reveals? Will we ever know what actually happened to this young man? India Today, the only channel reporting from the scene of the alleged crime. Here's the story. Sirsi, coastal Karnataka, a protest march by the BJP. Tempers flare amid demands for an NIA probe into the alleged murder of party worker Paresh Mesta. When suddenly this happens. The police cracking down after the BJP gave a Bandh call in the area. Protesting MLA Vishweshwara Hegde detained by the police. Soon after, there was a clash between two groups that left several vehicles damaged.
Police vehicles have been damaged. In fact, one of the police officers, a car, Jeep itself, the entire windshield has been completely damaged. Thankfully, we are told that none of the police officers were injured. Just one of them had a minor injury on his hand. Apart from that, the police are over here in huge numbers, especially after what happened this morning. Two mobs basically belonging to two different communities clashed, creating a lot of trouble. As of now, there is no one on the road except police personnel. Reinforcements have been brought in from various districts to make sure that the situation remains under control.
The protest, the violence, the anger. After the alleged murder of this young man, who the BJP alleges was tortured and then killed. But how did the problem start?
Now, on the 1st of December, there was a problem in this particular area because of that very piece of land, that triangular part of land where you see a police bus parked there. Now, there was this simmering discontent since then, and on December 6th, an accident took place, say about 3 to 4 kilometers from this very spot on the national highway between an auto rickshaw and a bike. Now remember, the accident took place 3 to 4 kilometers away, but the action took place right over here between both the communities. And that is where we are told that 19-year-old Paresh, who was an RSS worker and also a fisherman by profession, was part of. 10:30 is when things took an ugly turn because he went missing. On the 7th of December, a missing complaint was filed, and on the 8th of December, his body was found floating on the other side of this particular lake, which is behind the Shani temple.
Soon after the death came to light, the BJP went on the warpath, alleging that Paresh had been butchered for his party affiliation and the Congress government was protecting his killers. The BJP even marched to the governor, seeking that the murder case be investigated by a central agency.
मुसलमान लोगों का वोट लेने के लिए कर्नाटक राज्य का मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धरामैया हिंदू कार्यकर्ताओं का खून कर रहा है, इसलिए हम ये सभी इंफॉर्मेशन आज राज्यपाल महोदय को दिया है.
Let the police investigate why he was killed, how he was killed. But to assume everything and to incite violence, incite communal hatred and create disturbances and destroy government property, attack MLA's house. What kind of people are these BJP fellows?
Soon after, the state government put out a statement with a medical opinion based on the post-mortem report. A statement that seemed to suggest that there were no injury marks on Paresh's body, that he was not burnt or scalded in any way, and that allegations of him being castrated were unfounded.
What government is doing? We lost 20 of our workers. They brutally murdered, they are killed, their heads are chopped. And now for this Paresh Mesta, they taken him and also they poured hot oil on him and his arms are chopped because he inscribed Jairam in his hand. That's why his hand is chopped.
Postmortem report is very clear saying that he has died because of suffocation and there are some few here, some marks, but nothing else that they can say. The way they were being portraying that some tattoo was removed, some Shivaji or some Maratha thing was removed, and his private parts were mutilated. That is not there.
So what is the truth behind Paresh's death? With politics around it reaching fever pitch, will we ever know what really happened to Paresh? With Nolan Pinto in Sirsi, Bureau Report, India Today. And like we said, there is going to be no politics, no screaming. We just believe in reporting all the facts, and Nolan Pinto has been doing just that through the day from Sirsi. He joins us live from there. You've been speaking, in fact, to people who knew Paresh. You have gone to the very spot, Nolan, where Paresh was actually killed, or rather he was found dead. Now my first question to you is, how do people there react to this statement, this medical opinion as it were, that has been put out by the Karnataka government? It very clearly says that there is no trauma, there is no sign of any kind of acid or any material that may have been used to attack Paresh being used. There is no injury as well. Is the government and the police now going to explain how did Paresh die then?
Absolutely, Padmaja. In fact, it's been an extremely long day from Kumta to Honnavar. This is where the action actually took place. And then when we received information that violence had broken out in Sirsi, we rushed over here. Now, a few of the residents have managed to actually get them to speak to us. They've been extremely kind to do that. They've been waiting for quite some time. I'm going to put this question to one of the residents. You know, earlier in the evening, we were speaking about that medical questionnaire that the IG Western Region had asked, and the answer that they gave. It's very inconclusive. There's nothing in that. It doesn't say anything. What do you have to say about that?
But what about the people who have seen the body? They have seen, I mean, they can make out the body was black, and the boy was a fisherman, and he knew swimming very well. So he could not have drowned in the water there. So it was quite obvious for the people over there that it was a murder. And
you know, it's interesting when you say that his face was black. The questionnaire very clearly states that it was because of decay. It changed.
Decay could not have taken within one day. The boy went missing a day before. That was on 6th night, and his body was found on 8th morning. So it was. I don't think that it would have decayed so much if it was decay. It was, according to the medical reports, I don't think it was a decay.
You know, the incident took place in Honnavar, and Sirsi is about, 65 kilometers away. But over here we saw the action shifted today. You know, there were protests, people burned buses, there were fights between the police and the people. Why do you think this is happening?
Today this incident what happened in Sirsi.
That's fine.
It's okay, no problem. Happened this incident, we are very much shocked because this city is a peaceful city. We are living in peacefully. We don't think also now today the city has become like this. So year back in Bhatkal, the city where it also happened the same thing, but now it's spreading throughout Uttar Kannada. So for that it's a bad thing.
You know, it's good you brought this point up. We have a student over here. Now, you know, in this particular issue, politicians love to swim or jump into troubled issues. Do you suppose that politicians, instead of making provocative statements to instigate the people on social media or anywhere else, should be actually trying to bring about peace?
No, it's not about the political strikes or fights, something like that. It's the thing only we want justice for Paresh and his family. It has been said that it's politically motivated also. But who said that? Who said that it's politically motivated? No, it's almost in medias we can see everywhere. It has been said like that. And the government must take initiative and take the action and find out the culprits.
Okay, you know, you say it's politically motivated, but sir, I want to, could you come in over here? Do you think violence is the answer? Because you want answers, why not let law and order, let the police actually go about with their work? Why attack policemen? Why destroy public property? Why damage police vehicles? Ultimately, it's the common man who's affected. You're all sitting at home.
You're not at Paresh. Can you ask them what they think about the circumstances? How is that connection made between his death and possible torture and murder? What do they make of that theory? What do these people think?
Absolutely. You know, when you're talking about this murder that took place, you know, it's interesting. I spoke to a lot of people over there. Many of them did not want to come on camera, but they were very, very worried. You know, it's strange with the type how he was murdered. But how do you make that connection that this was, like he mentioned, politically motivated?
I don't think the riot, the flare-up is politically motivated.
Okay.
This has been simmering for quite some time.
Okay.
Yeah, people over here have facing quite a lot of problem, and the fiction and the friction between the communities, it has been going on for a long time.
Okay.
So the little spark that must have led to this sort of riot. And
well, Padmija, this is what they're trying to say. It's that pent-up anger. It's like the pressure cooker suddenly has just let off, and his death might have been a small issue, but with that, this is what's happened. It's just spread everywhere, from Kumta to Honnavar to Sirsi to Hubballi, and we're also told that various other right-wing organizations are planning to hold a 2-day bandh all across the state. So the situation is not just calm. It might be calm as of now since it's late in the evening, but it's still tense. And the people are worried, and also they want answers.
Oh, absolutely. And those answers should come for no other reason except that the friends and family of Paresh need to know, and the situation should immediately be controlled. The most critical question that needs to be answered at this point: how did Paresh die if, as the government claims, it was not murder? Nolan will be keeping track from Sirsi. Thank you very much for having joined us with all those voices from the ground. And now, as promised, an India Today exclusive. What happened at the meeting that was held at the house of Manishankar Iyer on the 6th of December? A meeting that had people from all walks of life involved. Was there really an anti-India plot hatched there? The meeting found mention from the Prime Minister because it was soon after Manishankar Iyer met some Pakistani diplomats in his house party that he had called the Prime Minister Neech. So was there a subversive plot hatched? Here comes the twist. We spoke to the people who were part of this closed-door conclave, and they confirm that the Gujarat politics was not even a subject spoken about.
There were many people there. I mean, their names have now appeared in the media. Otherwise, I might not have spoken about it. I am grateful that the former Prime Minister was present and the former Vice President of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh Hamid Ansari, because I interacted with them. In fact, I also interacted with Prime Minister Vajpayee's team when I was Foreign Minister. They know that I stand for peace between Pakistan and India, and they had a lot of people who were interested similarly in Pakistan-India peace. Very interestingly, I have seen that some people are objecting, why should anybody talk about Pakistan-India peace when talks between the two countries are suspended? This is a very strange argument, because this suspension, is unfortunate though it is, only deals with official talks.
In fact, after the matter became a political hot button, the Pakistan Foreign Office spokesperson also tweeted saying that India should stop dragging Pakistan into its electoral debate and win victories on its own strength rather than fabricated conspiracies which are utterly baseless and irresponsible. But that, of course, hasn't stopped the political back and forth on the issue.
I'm being joined by former Pakistani High Commissioner to India, High Commissioner Abdul Basit. Many thanks for joining us, Basit Saab. There's a lot of controversy regarding Gujarat elections and how Pakistan is meddling in Gujarat elections, sir.
I find it really strange because all former High Commissioners would regularly meet opposition leaders, even the BJP. When the BJP was in opposition, we used to meet them as well. So this is really a bizarre and misplaced kind of, insinuation, and I do not know. And it all explains that it is the domestic politics, elections in Gujarat, which are kind of, forcing the government to come up with such absolutely misplaced insinuations, accusations.
હું પ્રધાનમંત્રી બન્યો પછી આ ભાઈ પાકિસ્તાન ગયા હતા. પાકિસ્તાનના લોકો જોડે મીટિંગ કરી છે અને સોશિયલ મીડિયામાં એ મીટિંગનો બધી વાતો સંભળાય છે. પાકિસ્તાનના લોકો જોડે બેસીને ચર્ચા કરે છે કે હવે મોદી આવી ગયા છે, જ્યાં સુધી મોદીને રસ્તામાંથી નહીં હટાવો ભારત અને પાકિસ્તાનના સંબંધો નહીં સુધરે. તમે મને કહો ભાઈ, આ પાકિસ્તાનમાં જઈને મોદીને રસ્તામાંથી હટાવો, આ વાત કરનાર મણિશંકર અય્યર 3 વર્ષ જૂની વાત છે. આ કોંગ્રેસ પાર્ટી આખી વાતને દબાઈને બેસી કેમ ગઈ, મારે જરા એમને પૂછવું છે. ભાઈઓ મને કહો, કોઈને રસ્તામાંથી હટાવવાનો મતલબ શું થાય? રસ્તામાંથી હટાવવાનો મતલબ શું થાય ભાઈ? અને આ કામ પાકિસ્તાનમાં જઈને તમે સોપારી આપવા ગયા હતા? ના મોદીની સોપારી આપવા ગયા હતા? અરે મને તો આ મારી માં અંબા સાચવે છે, તમારી સોપારીઓની હસી.
ये घबरा गए लोग, इन्होंने देखा ये क्या हो गया, ये जो मुद्दा बनाना चाहते थे वो मुद्दे बन नहीं पा रहे, इनके घबराए हुए हैं, इनकी हार निश्चित है क्योंकि इस बार जनता फैसला कर चुकी है. इन्होंने बहुत कोशिश कर ली अलग अलग मुद्दे बनाने की, एक मुद्दा पब्लिक ने कैच नहीं किया इस बार.
Now I want to quickly take you through who all were present at the supposed top secret meeting where a plot was being hatched against the country's topmost office. There was former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, who incidentally has come out with a very strong counter to the Prime Minister's allegation, has even demanded that the Prime Minister apologize to the country for spreading a falsehood. There was former Vice President Hamid Ansari. Incidentally, Dr. Manmohan Singh also did not speak at all in this conclave. He only heard what others had to say. Former Indian Army Chief General Deepak Kapoor was there, who incidentally is also a veteran of a war against Pakistan. He's actually fought Pakistan for the country in 1971. He's spoken exclusively to India today on record, saying that only the relations between the two countries were discussed. No mention of Gujarat took place. Former Foreign Minister Natwar Singh was also a member. Other close friends of Manishankar Iyer were present. Former diplomat Salman Haider. Incidentally, a lot of these people who have been instrumental in normalizing relations between India and Pakistan over the years, they were participating. And then you had several journalists also present. So basically politicians, former diplomats from both sides, and senior journalists, those who have been intermediaries in India and Pakistan relations, they were the ones who were there. Apparently, this was an attempt at track 2 diplomacy, now given a political color. What really happened? The truth of that, again, maybe we won't know, because the two narratives that have been put forward regarding this 1 December 6 meeting. But the Pakistan connection is not the only thing associated with Mr. Manishankar Iyer. It's not Mr. Iyer alone who has been given the Pakistan angle in the Gujarat elections. What else happened? Take a look.
क्या करने की जरूरत है इंडिया पाकिस्तान को ताकि ये पैसे खत्म?
पहले तो मोदी को निकालो,
पहले मोदी को
नहीं तो बात आगे बढ़ने वाली नहीं है.
It all started with this. Congress veteran Manishankar Iyer sitting on a Pakistani news channel in 2015, declaring that Modi must be removed for India-Pakistan talks to progress, something that the Prime Minister wondered about at a Gujarat election rally 2 years later.
पहले तो मोदी को निकालो,
पहले मोदी को
नहीं तो बात आगे बढ़ने वाली नहीं है. और जब भी बात आगे बढ़ती है,
लेकिन आप आईएसआई से कह रहे हैं, किससे कह रहे हैं कि मोदी को निकालो? आपने निकाला है?
नहीं, मेरा ये कहना है कि हमें 4 साल और इंतजार करना होगा. ये सब बड़े ऑप्टिमिस्टिक हैं कि मोदी साहब के रहते हुए हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. मुझको नहीं लगता है.
કોઈને રસ્તામાંથી હટાવવાનો મતલબ શું થાય? રસ્તામાંથી હટાવવાનો મતલબ શું થાય ભાઈ? અને આ કામ પાકિસ્તાનમાં જઈને તમે સોપારી આપવા ગયા હતા? ના મોદીની સોપારી આપવા ગયા હતા? અરે મને તો આ મારી માં અંબા સાચવે છે, તમારી સોપારીઓની હસી.
But Iyer wasn't the only one with a Pakistan connection in Gujarat's Polscape. At another rally, the Prime Minister asked uncomfortable questions about a Pakistan army man who had apparently pitched for Ahmed Patel as Gujarat's Chief Minister in a Facebook post.
પાકિસ્તાનના પૂર્વ આર્મી ડાયરેક્ટર જનરલ અરશદ રફીક AMK
કે ગુજરાતમાં અહેમદ પટેલને મુખ્યમંત્રી બનાવવા માટે ટેકો કરવો જોઈએ.
आप मैंने नहीं, मुझे ये क्या है ये मेरे अकाउंट पे था ही नहीं एंड इट वाज बेस्ड ऑन माय अकाउंट और देन लोग और मेरा डमी अकाउंट बना के किस तरह हुआ है बिकॉज मुझे आपकी तरह किसी वेल विशर फ्रेंड ने मुझे ये पोस्ट की है. जी इट वाज नॉट पोस्टेड बाय मी. अगर मैं होता तो मैं डेफिनेटली कांग्रेस को वोट करता.
The Gujarat campaign has been intense and vitriolic. But even by those standards, one is left wondering how Pakistan ended up being the center point for a domestic political fight. With Geeta Mohan in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today. Tomorrow the BJP is going to be pressing ahead with its demand for an NIA probe into the murder, the killing of Mesta. What killed him? What killed Paresh? What is responsible? We'll be keeping a close track of that story. For now, thanks very much for having tuned in.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.